Guys, this is part 8. Let's begin. Home. Hiruzen was the one to be shocked. When you've lived as a ninja as long as him, you learn to cope. He was called the god of shinobi, the professor, the strongest leaf shinobi. He has served in the great wars and led them to victory. He trained the Sannin, each Kage level shinobi. That means nothing with Naruto. It was his first C rank mission. He was supposed to protect a village builder from bandits. He somehow ended up overthrowing a tyrant, becoming a symbol of hope, getting a bridge named after him, bringing home an A rank and a mystery nin. It's my fault for expecting something normal in my profession, he thought, or when Naruto is involved. Hokage-sama, I believe Naruto should be punished for his. I demanded don't give me his. Such a baka, oh Sasuke-kun. After getting several different types of mission briefs, the Hokage felt a headache growing. It seemed to be centered around Naruto. That much he could tell. Hokage-sama, I believe I have a solution, stated Anko over the racket. Upon arrival to the wave, Naruto performed the genjutsu that allows me to see what happened. I believe it would be best suited for now. I want all but Naruto to leave, ordered the Hokage. I deserve to know what the dope is going to hear, stated the Uchiha uncle. Sorry about that. On it, Hokage-sama, she stated, striking shadow snakes. Grabbing the arrogant child, she dragged him out. Once they were alone, the Hokage began pulling out his sake. He had a feeling that he would need it. Okay, show me this jutsu. He ordered. Backflash jutsu. Now he had answered, and now he had an even bigger headache. Naruto showed almost everything from the Leaf Village to the bridge. What he left out was that he owned every dime Gato stole. He was trained by the QB and that he needs fear. Let me get this straight, spoke the Hokage. You went on a mission obviously outside of your rank. Way outside, stated Naruto. You blackmailed your sensei? He's a hypocrite. You fought a missing A-rank ninja? I held him off, yeah. You sent courage through a bunch of hopeless build bridgers? We needed the mission to be complete. You killed 200 bandits. That one had him a little worried. I can't take credit for that one, Naruto stated. I made most of the bandits kill each other. You also say that your new appearance is because of you drawing in so much of the fox's chakra? Yup. I don't believe the last part, but I won't press the matter, he stated, knowing the headache wasn't worth it. You'll have to wear a hedge so it doesn't cause an uproar. I know, he sighed. It would have been too easy to just have the disguise break like that. I'll do my best to keep the council off your back, he stated. But it won't be too long. Thanks, old man. You then turned said missing nin into your friends. They're more of an ally right now. The Hokage and the hidden Abu stared at the blonde. And now you want them to be a shinobi of the hidden leaf? Yes. The wizened leader stared at the his surrogate grandchild. It seems the kid was a crazy magnet. Why couldn't he have had a normal mission? Were the thoughts of the village leader and several hidden Abu. Fine, Zabuza will need a few months under Abu watch, but Haku can start immediately. Can I have another mission? Get out, he ordered. Ichiraku ramen stand. Hey, Nisa. Hey, Ami Nisan-chan. Naruto greeted. Old man, I need some ramen. Coming right up, Naruto, he called. Hey, dope, I hear an ultimately too familiar voice. I demand you give me that sword. For the last time, Emo, he stated. I'm not giving you my sword. He turned. Why do you want it anyways? Do you even practice kenjutsu? I know that it was how you use those things in a wave, he stated. Yeah, Baka, shouted Sakura. If it wasn't for that sword, you would be nothing, even with that training you're getting. You think that I get it from my sword? He laughed. Emo, howler monkey, he called. I get my skills from hard work and having a fear-born demon living inside of me. But thank you, reminding me to visit my girlfriends and give her the gift. Order up, Takashi called right after ramen. Naruto happily ate his ramen. He had hoped if he ignored the two they would leave. No such luck. Baka, you give Sasuke-kun what he wants now, ordered the howler monkey. Why don't you two just sit down and eat some ramen? Naruto shouted. It might make you less annoying. Ramen can only do so much, he thought. I don't want any of that piss-flavored noodles, stated the Uchiha as another bowl was placed by Naruto. You shouldn't insult the ramen ten, Ema, stated Naruto coldly. It could get upset, and upset ramen is bad for you. Who cares how the ramen feels? He should have taken the advice. Before Sasuke could finish his insult, the ramen attacked. The noodle stretched around the Uchiha and began constricting him. The bowl swung towards him and covered his face as the broth began drowning him. Sasuke-kun, Sakura cried. Naruto, you called that filthy. A bowl jumped on her. Well, time to go. I wonder how my hands are doing. Using his sensory abilities, it was a breeze to find them. Better get them something. The Yamanaka flower shop. Welcome, Welcome to the Yamanaka. Baka, what are you doing here? Inko asked. I just want to buy some flowers and be on my way, he stated. Do you know how much trouble you put me in with Daddy? She asked, ignoring his statement and continued ratting like a blonde Sakura. I kind of don't care. Just give me my flowers. A lot, she shouted. It's all your. Hey, Ino. He cut her off. This is what you got in trouble for last time, he stated. Do you want me to tell your father how you treat your customer? He began raising his blindfold. Or I could punish you myself. That won't be necessary, Uzumaki-san called Inoichi. I don't know what you're about to do, but please don't. Flowers, please. Yamanaki-san, Naruto said to Inoichi, and I'll go away. What kind? The calm-headed asked. Do you have one of a kind somewhere around here? Of course we do, Baka, Ino shouted. We have Inuichi shouted in disapproval. Right away, sir. He turned to his customer. We have a small array of foreign flowers. Because of the customer service you receive, he sent a disapproving look towards his daughter. You'll be getting a large discount from my daughter's pay. But Daddy, the look in his eyes told her to be silent. After Naruto paid, he left. Not this time, Naruto. I'll get my revenge. Kurenai. He found Kurenai inside a food stand. She was with Asuma, who was smoking so much to her annoyance. Now he already knows what we're dating, and the others won't care. I still had better not draw too much attention. Hey, Kurenai-chan, he greeted. Hello, Naruto-kun, she greeted back. Do you remember my friend Asuma? She asked, hoping Asuma would catch the message. Hello, Asuma, Naruto greeted. How's your food? I hate you, Asuma stated, giving a glare from Kurenai and a chuckle from Naruto. And when I leave you, and when I leave, you will love me, the blonde stated, and then you'll hate me again. I hear that you had your first Cyric mission, Naruto-kun. How was it? I have gifts for you, he stated, reaching into his pocket. I hate this hedge. It's easier just to steal stuff. I got my Cyric mission pace, so I bought you all something. Finally finding what he was looking for, he handed Finally finding what he was looking for, he handed her two things. The first was a bank, a bouquet of desert roses, and the second, an all-expense paid trip, and a all expenses paid trip to the Leaf Lotus. She shouted, Naruto, how did you get this? The Leaf Lotus was the most expensive salon. They did everything from massages to nails and hair. Everyone who went there felt as if they bloomed twice. This was more than a Cyric mission. I collected a few bounties, he stated. They actually all came from Gato. But let's just keep that a secret for now. Naruto, she smiled. You really know how to treat a lady. She sent a glare to Asuma, who looked away. Thanks, I need to find the others. Bye. With a quick kiss, he was off to his next time. Kurenai, be quiet, Asuma, she ordered. Just eat your steak. Steak? He was eating dumplings. He looked down towards his plate and saw a perfect T-bone. I think I love that kid. He took the first bite. It was cooked all the way just like he liked it. Perfection. He could taste the flavor and feel all the maggots in his mouth. Wait a second. Later, he was emptying his stomach all over the floor. I think I hate that kid. Want me to kiss it better? Kurenai asked. Sure. Then clean your mouth. Click, click. Perfect. Hana. Hello, pup, greeted Tazuma. Hana isn't back. Thanks, Tazuna-chan. Heading around back, Naruto saw her training with the triplets. Hello, Naruto-kun, she greeted. Hello, Inohime. He pulled Oh, hey Scroll, I have some things for you. I hope they are something nice. Hana stated. She knew it would be. They're coming from Naruto-kun after all. Well, when she unsealed it, when she unsealed it, it was a surprise to her. Inside were gauntlets from both demon brothers. They were in perfect condition. Naruto, these are amazing, she stated. Where did you get them? Dumb question, she thought. She kicked herself. I had a crazy searing mission that you wouldn't believe, he stated. It's the same it's the same for the second gift. He handed to her an all expense paid trip to the Leaf Lotus? I I've I've loved to hear about it, she stated. How about you stay the night and tell me all about it? She used her most seductive voice. Then we can. No, came several shouts from the distance. The Izunuka family was starting to appear and surround them. They were giving the they were giving hateful looks to the blonde host. The one glaring the hardest was Kiba, Hana's younger brother, and Naruto's old foe. He stepped forward and spoke. All members of the Izunoka, I ask you, he shouted. Do you enjoy your sleep? Do you enjoy your peace? Yes, they answered as one. Then we must keep this dope from sleeping with my sister, Kiba shouted, or we'll never get any sleep. Attack, someone shouted. Run, pup, run, Kazuna shouted. Tasuna shouted. I need you alive to give me my grandpups. She really wanted those grandpups. Sunshine, damn it, Kiba shouted after him. You go. You go. Naruto simply walked by a tree and stood by the branch of it. It was a nice day, but he had to move it. Setting down a scroll, he continued on his way. He didn't look back as a hand stretched from concealment and grabbed the scroll. He didn't look back when he heard the gasp of surprise. Looks like someone likes the sword I got her. Thank you, dead bandit, with good taste. During his rage, he found a beautiful sword, but he knew that he would never wield it. He didn't look back when he heard a feminine squeal. It looks like someone loves their spa trip. Click. Uncle. And that is how kunoichi seduce a man, stated Uncle. Uncle, I just asked you how you were. How. Uncle, I asked you how you were when you were been. Where were you and how you've been? Stated an annoyed Hiruka. Now you've traumatized my female students long before they need to be. He looked to the class. And you knocked out my males through a bloody nose. They're probably all perverts now. Oh, I'm fine, she stated. And I was on a mission with Team 7. She leaned over the desk, revealing a lot of cleavage to Iruka. How are you, Iruka-kun? Her voice had taken a very seductive tone. I'm fine, he stated, flustered. So, you went on a mission with Team 7? Hey, that's our boss's team, stated Konohamaru. Boss? Hanko asked. If you say the Uchiha or Haruno, then I will. No way, they shouted as one. Our boss is Naruto Uzumaki. Naru-chan, huh? She asked with a smile. Has he taught you anything? It was a simple question to the corpse. It was a horrible one. The trio fell into a huddle. They were shivering not from the cold, but but from untold fear. It seems as if they were trying to push it back to the back of their mind. It wasn't working. First rule of Naruto training, Undan shouted. Do not talk about Naruto training. Moegi, what's wrong with them? Asked Iruka. Moegi was the only one not panicking as much. She was shivering in fear, just not as much as them. Naruto, she stated, as if it was obvious. Ah, co- coaxed Uncle. My Naruto has them terrified. She was so proud. Knock knock. Iruka sensei called Hana Hanabi. There is a man with a large chakra supply at the door. It's him, Udan shouted in fear. He's come for us. He knows we're talking about his training, shouted Konohamaru. Now he stopped at all the horrible thoughts. Oh, don't stop at my account, a disembodied voice spoke. By all means, give me some ideas. Out the window, Moegi shouted. They jumped out. It didn't matter they weren't on the first floor. It was better than Naruto catching them. Iruka sensei, Hanabi called. It's not that. He's not at the door anymore. Then where is he? Uncle asked. Ah! The Konohamaru corpse shouted. With them, she answered. Stay here. Class, stay here. The they they cried out in protest. Uncle, if you wouldn't mind summoning jutsu. At At her command, a large corona snake appeared. It was large enough. It was large enough to gobble any of the kids with a single gulp, but small enough to stay in the room. I want you to make sure these kids stay in order, Uncle ordered. If any of them so much as twitches outside of their seat or opens their mouth, she glared at the kids. Eat them. Uncle, Iruka shouted. That's a bit extreme. Fine, fine, she said. Punish them as you see fit, she told the snake. Grabbing Iruka before he could protest, she jumped outside the window. The snake was alone with terrified kids. It eyed them hungrily. Does anyone want to move? The snake asked. I might let a few of you go. The kids didn't did it The kids didn't so much as shake their heads, but they wanted to. The snake could wait. They were kids after all. The snake could wait. They were kids after all. They weren't accustomed to sitting still for long. Fields. When the ninjas arrived, they saw a sight to behold. It nearly gave Iruka a heart attack from sheer horror and annoyance. Uncle was laughing as if she'd seen the funniest thing possible. Udon and Konohamaru were tied upside down by their feet. They were trying not to move and put unwanted strain on the ropes. Under them were a pile of explosive notes. Magi was just watching a distance away. And that's how my first C rank mission went, Naruto finished. Cool, Konohamaru stated, causing the rope to shudder. Naruto, what are you doing? Iruka asked in panic. I'm telling them about my mission, Naruto stated. Why are they upside down and over a bunch of explosive? Iruka asked him. I'm just training them, he stated, by putting the fear in of Kami in them. Why isn't Moegi getting the same treatment? Anko asked. You're not being soft because she's a girl, are you? There was a warning in her tone. No, he sighed. Every time I try something like this, she uses those eyes. He spat in hate. I honestly believe you women are taught that at birth. What eyes? This had Anko and Iruka curious. Naruto drew a kuna and made his way towards Moegi. Puppy eye jutsu. See? He pointed accusingly. Naruto, that is dumb. You left one of Anko's summons with the kids for more than 5 minutes, Naruto stated. How many do you think are left? Iruka was already running back to save as many of his remaining students as possible, if there was even any to save. He's such a worryboat, Uncle stated. What are you doing here, Naru-chan? Uncle asked. I came to give you this. It, it, it what he had. It was what he had given to his other Heims. Uncle squealed in delight. She looked for Naruto but saw nothing. All he had left were flower petals in his place. She was impressed. I can't wait to tell the girls about the mission. Wait, someone cut us down, Udon shouted. I have a better idea, Uncle laughed. How about I help in your training? What? They didn't like her smile. It was too much like Naruto's. While you're upside down, I want you two to... She drew a kunai. Dodge! Okay, so that's the end of chapter 8. I might stutter a lot because some of the grammar is incorrect and I have to fix it myself. Or I read before I speak, which makes it hard to think or read it out loud. Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, so that's the end of part 8 or chapter 8. Thanks for watching or listening.